Today we have a video to learn how to play Cartagena. Hi, I'm Kevin Baker and you're watching Shangri-La, my YouTube channel for tabletop board games, birding, and other educational videos. This is two of those three. It's both board games and educational. Okay, so we're gonna learn Cartagena. It's a game for 2 to 5 players, 30 to 45 minutes, ages 13 and up. Essentially, you're racing to escape out of a prison to get to a boat to take you to an island, and then you're going to race across that island if you play the second stage of the game. But you can simplify it and just play one stage. You can shorten the game by using less segments of the board, or make it longer by using more segments of the board. You can even make it longer by using the Black Magic Woman system that adds special powers to help get out of the prison and off the island. But who would want to leave Tortuga? It's lovely. The goal of the game is to get all 6 of your pirates from the jail onto the sloop in good condition. There's also a sloop that is flooded, but we won't need that until later. So the hands would be 6 cards each to start. They would normally be kept secret, but for the sake of a tutorial, we'll keep them face up. So red is going to go first. And when you play a card, you can go that many spaces until you find the symbol on the card. So if red plays the flintlock pistol, you can do from 1 to 3 actions on your turn. So red is going to take one of its pirates, starting here and moving forward in the underground passage until it reaches a flintlock pistol. And so then this goes into the discard pile. Red can use another flintlock pistol and take another pirate, or even the same pirate. But the idea is it's better to use another one because now it starts from here and goes until it reaches another flintlock pistol. So that isn't already covered. So this one is covered, so then it proceeds all the way up to here and covers that one. And they can play a third one, playing a treasure chest. So going to move from the jail all the way up to the treasure chest. Then these are in the discard pile. Then yellow's turn. Yellow sees that flintlocks are nicely covered, and it's going to play 2 flintlocks to get started. The first one is going to start from the jail. This flintlock is covered, that flintlock is covered. It's going to go all the way to this flintlock on the first card. On the second one, keeps going from the jail all the way, covered, 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 and makes it all the way to here, which is excellent progress. And then plays a treasure chest for the third move for yellow. So start in the jail, this treasure chest is covered, goes up to that treasure chest. Blue says, I want in on this flintlock game, and does a flintlock for there. So starts from here, covered, 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 all the way up to here. And blue would like more flintlocks, but doesn't have it. It's going to use a treasure chest to go. All this treasure chest is covered. And the next treasure chest is right here. Okay, so then blue has one more to go. Let's use another treasure chest. And so follows from the jail all the way past the treasure chests that are already covered and lands here. Okay, green says, I can do that too. So green is going to play 3 flintlock pistols. So keeps going on the first one until getting all the way up to that flintlock. so that one's gone. The second one, since all the flintlocks are covered, goes all the way from the jail to the boat. And then the second one goes all the way from the jail to the boat. Actually, that's the third one. Okay, so green is doing fantastic. And black wants to get in on this game. So it's going to start off with 2 of those. All the flintlocks are covered, goes straight to the boat, the sloop. Black has 1 more to play. Oh, there's 1 more flintlock. So black is crushing it. Okay, back to red. Red is going to play a treasure chest. Okay, so this treasure chest is covered, so is that one. So is that one. Comes all the way up to here. Okay, and then I'm going to use the second move of the blue and gold macaw. Let's move this guy all the way up to here. And then it's going to use its third move. Let's see. To instead, it's going to move. Yeah, let's just use it. Okay. Red is going to go here and has now used 3 cards. Yellow is going to go for a treasure chest for 1. And so that would make all the way up to here. Very nice. On the second one, let's use the macaw and get that up to, actually, it's going to use the macaw on this one because that macaw is covered. So yellow is going to move all the way to the boat, the sloop. Okay, the third one, the rum. So for yellow's last rum, let's move this guy up to here. Pirate. Okay, blue is going to get in on the rum game and move this guy all the way up to the rum. Second one, let's play some more rum to move this guy, because this rum is covered all the way into the sloop. And the third play, let's play the lantern, and blue is just gonna make it to here. Okay, green has several chests, so let's gonna play a chest for green, starting in the jail. This chest is covered, that chest is covered up to here. Play another one, so gets you all the way up to here. And normally we would play with all 6. For this demonstration, I'm just going to use 5 so we can know that everything is on the board and which player is which color. So the last one will be another treasure chest, so passing that one up to here. Okay. Black wants in on the treasure chest game. Starting here, comes all the way up to this treasure chest. And then Black is going to play a lantern to get this guy moving. That comes all the way up to here. And then has a macaw. So let's get this guy moving up to here. Okay, we're back to Red's turn. Red doesn't have any cards to play. You can get more cards by moving backwards. So Red decides, okay, I'm going to move backwards on this guy, this pirate, to here. If you move it backwards into a spot that has one other pirate, then you get one card. So Red gets some rum. If Red had moved back to a spot that had two pirates in it, then Red would have gotten two cards. You're not allowed to pass a spot with one pirate to get to a spot with two pirates. So let's see, Red is going to play the rum from on this one, which then takes him onto the sloop. So that goes away. And then Red can go backwards again, say to here, and get one more card for the third action. Yellow is also out of cards and is deciding to go backwards to here to get one card. Then is deciding to go backwards from here to get two cards. And then it's going to play the treasure chest to go from here, so there's no treasure chests, all the way onto the sloop. That's three actions. Blue would like some cards, and we'll go backwards from here to here for one card. And then we'll go forwards with the macaw all the way to here onto the sloop. Then third action is going to move backwards to here for one more card for blue. And then green is going to need some cards. So it's going to go backwards from here to here for one card. It's going to go backwards from here to here for two cards. Okay, and then has one more action. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's jump ahead with a flintlock pistol. Okay, black needs some cards. It's going to go backwards from here to here. It's in a spot with three now, so therefore it gets two cards. They are both hooks. So let's play them both. First one goes to here, second one goes to there. Okay, back to red. Red would like to make some progress. So let's move backwards to here first to get two cards. And then let's do a hook to move forward there. And then a pistol to move forward to here, and then some rum to move forward to there. Okay, now yellow, hopefully that was only three actions. Yellow has two cards to play. Let's start off by playing the hook. So yellow starts here And actually, now let's start off by playing the blue and gold macaw to here, and then play the hook, which gets him to there. And then it's going to move backwards to here to get one card. Blue is going to play the treasure chest. This one's covered, that one's covered, all the way up to here. Now blue needs some more cards. Blue can take one off the sloop and come backwards to here for one card. And then choose to do this guy up to here for there. Okay, and then green is going to play the pistol. So there's a pistol here that's covered to get all the way onto the boat, the sloop. And then is going to play some, it's going to go backwards to here to get one more card on the second action. Then third action is going to play the flintlock pistol to make it all the way onto the boat. Okay, black is coming back to here to get a card. And then coming back to here to get two cards. And then, let's do the macaw for the third action to come all the way up to here. Okay, red needs some cards. So red is going to back up to here to get two cards. And red can't stop here because that's already got three. It's going to back up to here to get two more cards. Now it's got some choices. So let's say red is going to, that's the macaw, play a macaw. And then go here, all the way up to the macaw for the third action. Yellow is going to move forward with the cup, then back to here to get two cards. And one more action. We'll play the lantern to get up to here. Blue needs cards. And we'll move, doesn't really want to move backwards. Let's move this guy backward to get one card. Gets a lantern. So it's going to play the lantern to go here and then move back one more to get one card. Green has some rum. It's going to play the rum to move to here. It's going to then move back over to here to get one card. And then it's going to move forward again with the rum. And that's the third action for green. Okay, black has some lanterns. So black is going to use one lantern to go here, then move back one to get two cards, and got some more lanterns. Well, let's just not overthink it. Okay, red needs to get moving. Red is going to move, try and get some rum for this guy here. And then do some more rum for this guy. So that's covered, gets up to here. And then let's play a lantern for red, which will go all the way up to here. Very nice. Okay, yellow, it's got a pistol. And it's going to come all the way from here to here with the pistol, then move back one, and then play the lantern for this guy. Keep going till we find an open lantern spot to here. Okay, blue has a lantern and is going to play this guy for the lantern. It's going to keep going. That one's covered. Goes all the way up to here. That's quite nice. Okay, and then it's going to back up to here for one card. Gets a hook. And I'm going to get this guy all the way up to here with the hook. Green needs some cards. So green is going to go back to get one card. Then gets a lantern to come here, and then goes back to get a card. So let's see, black has some lanterns. So black is going to start with this one on a lantern to here. It's one. It's going to play another lantern for here. It's all the way onto the boat. And then it's going to move back one in order to get a card. Not what he wanted. Okay. So red needs some cards. So red is going to back up to here for one card, back up to here for two cards. Okay, has one more play. It's going to play the lantern to go all the way here. Okay, yellow is in trouble. It's going to come back to here for one card. Gets the macaw and will move forward here with the macaw. Move back here for two cards. Blue needs some cards. Let's move back to here for one card. And it's going to get a treasure chest. Let's get this guy moving for the treasure chest. And then he's going to move back here to get two cards. Green has a rum and moves the pirate onto the boat. And in a normal game, these additional pirates would also have to get onto the boat, but just for demonstration purposes. So normally you got to get 6 pirates onto the boat. For just education here, we're showing that green got all of its extra pirates onto the boat and wins the game. Okay, and it sails off to Tortuga, leaving the rest of its pirates behind. In the second part of the story, there were too many pirates on the sloop, and therefore they flooded the sloop, and they still make it to the Tortuga island, and so they will then use the same game mechanic to pass through the island all the way to the cove. And if they get all of their pirates to the cove, then they win the game. The whole story can be combined by taking the jail in Cartagena and connecting it by the good sloop to the trail through the woods in Tortuga, where you're trying to reach the cove. So then you have to learn how to move the sloop. So there's special rules for how this sloop gets moved. So you can choose to use one of your actions to move the sloop. If you are the player with the most meeples, pirates, in your sloop, then you're the captain and you can move the sloop without it costing an action. You can have a maximum of 3 of your own color inside the sloop. And then after you move it from the underground passage to the Tortuga trail through the jungle, you can then each get a chance to play a card to exit the sloop. So if you played a lantern, you'd go here. If you played a hook, you'd go here. If you played another hook, you'd go here. You played another hook, then you go all the way up to here. Okay, you can choose to use one of your actions. Say green wanted to get on the boat. Green can use an action to move the boat back and then have it available to get on the boat. You do not get back off the boat if you move backwards. So you only advance. If blue does not have a pirate on the boat, blue is not allowed to send the boat from Cartagena to Tortuga. There is an alternate rule called the Morgan Recharge, where you can be altruistic as a pirate. Say blue needs more cards and wants to be able to get off the boat. In the Morgan rule, instead of moving backwards to get more cards, you move one of your opponents forwards. So if you move the black onto the boat, you get 2 cards. If you move the green forward to here with 1 pirate, you get 1 card. If you move the yellow forward to where there's 2 pirates, then you get 2 cards. So then you can then have cards available to move forward. You may combine the Morgan rule, moving your opponents forward, with the standard rule of going backwards to get more cards if you want. It's just declared at the beginning of the game, and that's the rule or rules that you will use. There's also an optional rule called filibusters. So in a normal game, you can choose to not advance and only move your players backwards and collect a lot of cards, and you can have an unlimited number of cards in your hand. But if you play with the filibusters rule, then if you play one of the cards that has a dark background, say black plays a hook to move onto the cove, then all of the other players have to discard down to 7 cards. Black, being the player that played the filibuster, the dark background card, does not have to discard down to 7 cards. The most recent version of the game Cartagena comes with the Black Magic Woman variant. So if you choose to add that variant into the game, you have special powers from the feared Caribbean Black Magic Woman. I don't know why she's feared, she's trying to help. So she's just very misunderstood. So the cards will have special powers now. If you want to use the special powers, You need to say the magic phrase, Black Magic Woman, and then play your card. If you forget to say Black Magic Woman or say something slightly different, then the normal action applies and you don't get the special power. So if you play the gun, then you get to look at your opponent's cards and pick one, then your opponent gets to draw one to replace the one that was taken. If you play the rum, you buy everybody a drink. So you'll draw the number of cards for the number of players plus one more. You get to keep two and then give one to each other player. If you do the lantern, then you get to draw 4 cards, keep one of them, and put the other 3 back on top. So if you need a specific card, that's pretty good. If you go with the parrot, you can play 2 parrots, and this only counts as one of your 3 actions. But if you play 2 parrots, you can count it as whatever other card that you want as your action. You can play a hook together with another one of your cards, and the second card, which also can be a hook, will be the one that is actually used. And in that case, if you have 2 of your pirates together, and say you played a hook and a treasure, let's say you played a hook and another hook, then you would get to move both of them together up to that hook. It would make more sense if you were here, then you played it, and then you get to move them both all the way up. But that does count as 2 actions. There's also the treasure chest. So these treasure chests you can get 1 card, 2 cards, or 3 cards, no cards, or a snake. So at the beginning of the game, these will get flipped over, and then randomly they'll be put out onto the treasure chest spots, covering all of those. Okay. And if you're on a treasure chest spot, let's try this one to start, and you play a treasure chest card and say Black Magic Woman, then you can flip it over. Oh no, you got the snake. If you get the snake, what happens is you run backwards because of the fright all the way to rum, the nearest rum, and then you get drunk. And then if there's a snake, then they all go away, they get mixed up again, and they get put back out on the board. And so the next time somebody comes to a treasure chest, plays a treasure chest card, and they flip it over, oh, that's much better. You get 3 cards. And that's how you play Cartagena by Rio Grande Games. Thank you very much again to Rio Grande Games for donating this game to the FlamingoCon library and for donating several more copies to be given away as play-to-wins at FlamingoCon conventions. Hope to see you all on Saturday, June 7th, 2025, and on future FlamingoCons coming up. Okay, that is how you play Cartagena. Be well.